Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Punched Out Thursday to Die For with Kathy, Krista, Ronnie, Sue, Dorothy, myself, and Sonia. Also incorporated this into May I Scrap Lift You, and we are scrap lifting Crafty Fit today, and here's the layout I chose. I will be pulling in my 2-inch circle punch to create those fun banner element at the top, and then the semicircles that she has kind of peeking out from underneath the photo. I am going to use 2 photos, and I am using the fabulous Bro & Co. by Simple Stories, that collection. I'm going to choose this beautiful blue paper here, and I am going to trim 3/4 of an inch off each side. And then I'm going to gut this beautiful star paper, and I'm just going to go 1 inch in on each side. And I find that my Fiskars trimmer is fabulous for this. So I just go 1 inch and I just gut the entire middle because I love the star paper, and in this collection I only got 1 of each 12 by 12 pattern paper, and I don't want to just, cover that all up. Like that I find wasteful. I know, I have like the weirdest thought process on things. I am trying to get that straight by lining up my T-square ruler, and when I get it lined up, for some reason, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, to be honest, so I just eyeball it. Yeah, I wasted, 30 seconds of my life, but that's cool. I do pull out my liquid glue in my fine liner bottle. That is the Art Glitter glue. Just because when I gut the paper, I find it really hard to use my ATG, and I usually end up somehow messing it up. So the liquid glue will work just fine. I'm going to flip it over and go ahead and seal off that edge with some washi tape that I will use my ATG just to make sure that it sticks. Because you guys know sometimes washi tape either wants to stick way too much or just, not at all. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I used both of those sheets. The blue one, I probably would never use this cut apart. I try to use cut aparts, but you guys know it's just not something that I do a lot. Unless I need like embellishments or stuff. But I have a stamp set that goes with this, so we'll see. I'm going to trim both these photos down. This is my fiance working on his train coffee table. He has since moved that into the garage since it is warmed up, and he works on it now out there, so I can't like sneak in and snap a picture of him. But it's got to be sanded and varnished and all the finishing touches, and he has ordered another train, so we are waiting for that. One day I'll have a coffee table again. One day. I take the gray cardstock that I had thrown in the kit, and I'm just going to mat each of my photos. And then I'm looking, and I totally want to use, like I just said, I don't use cut aparts, and here I am using a cut apart, so make a liar of myself every time. I want this legit card. I did notice that after I got to looking at my Crafty Fits page, she does have one right to the side, so I'm like, well, I better do that because this is a scrap lift. So I am going to go ahead and trim it down so it won't be a true 4x4, but I just get it, and that is going to serve, I believe, as the title for my page. I did create a lot of layouts in this stint right here. I sat down and just started creating and filming, and while one of the mixed medias was drying, I worked on something else. So this one was getting completed while another layout was drying. So I wanted to make sure. So I don't really remember if I put another title on this page or not. Basically, what I'm trying to say. So I do pull this back over, and I am going to go ahead and adhere this down with some foam tape, and that is the remainder of my Big Mama roll from Spiegel Mom Scraps that I picked up. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab my pin blade and remove the adhesive, and I'm going to stick that down, and since I've popped it up on foam tape, I'm going to be able to tuck everything I need to tuck underneath this fun cluster. I'm going to come in and I'm going to punch all of these out off screen because it did take quite some time. And I do actually have a line. It's not really the halfway mark. I didn't really measure it. It's just so that when I'm cutting half circles, I just line the edge of the paper up to that line so that they're each all the same size. And I'm just going to randomly start tucking them under. I just run the tape runner at the top so that I can still tuck. And she had a kind of a cute little triangle going there, which is kind of what it looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and create the banner. Then I have leftover pieces that I didn't want to save, nor did I want to toss. So I go ahead and make my little area down at the bottom just a smidge bigger. I am going to, instead of using stickers, I'm going to go ahead and use some brads that came with the kit just to go in the center of each of these little banner pieces. And I just make them fit nicely. And then see, I'm like, all right, I have too many, so I'm just going to come in and fill these little areas up right here, just to use those pieces up and not have any extras. And I'd already had them cut, so I went for it. And there we go. I grab my brad setter and I'm going to go ahead and punch all the holes. And then I'm going to stick my brads through. And I do end up, I couldn't get that one to go right. So I pump them all through, and then I am going to turn it over and make sure that the tines are firmly pressed in place, and use some washi tape just to go ahead and make sure that I cover those all up. If I try to use my fingers too much on the brads, I end up hurting them. So here we are with the washi tape. And just to make sure that those don't come apart and break any of the layouts that will be next to it. I did go ahead and pull out some of the ephemera pieces. And I cut that one label in half, and then I am just tucking things in and around. I have this little dude that I'm going to stick up underneath the title. That little piece right there, I can't figure out where I want to put it. It ends up, I move it again, guys. That one was definitely a bit of a challenge. I used some more foam tape just so that I can pop this up as well. Now while I'm getting all that done, I do want to remind everybody today is the Punched Out Thursday to Die For. So listed down below, I will have my fun, fabulous Thursday friends who play along every Thursday listed below. So go ahead and hop on over and check out and see what punches and or dies they used and what they created. Also, since it's getting to be the end of May I Scraplift You, I will have everybody linked down below for that fun hop. It has been a month-long hop hosted by Crystal Barrett over at Pineapple Papers. So I have everybody listed there as well. Don't forget to check them out. I do pop in some of those 3D stars. And then I had one brad left over because I miscounted. I didn't want to stick it back on the sheet, so I'll just go ahead and randomly add it down here. And that is pretty much going to do it for my layout. That is a lie. I do come in and grab some of these cute little word phrases off the 12 by 12 sticker sheets. I do not remember where I think I may have picked this up off of this collection up of Peachy Cheap. Didn't really pay attention to it, and it's more of a teenage boy thing. And, you know, Sam's 20, so it kind of can work for him, but I don't really... He's not around a lot anymore because he's working or in his room. I mean, he's physically here. He just never comes out of his room. Or he's gone. Like, he goes out and stuff. So, anyway, that's the end of my layout and rambling. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Click that subscribe button down below. Do not forget to go check everyone else out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.